Hi, this is Jack Greensbounder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendar. Just waiting for people to come in. We got Domino for today. Hello, Domino. Oh, he wants to be with Daddy. I'm working alone today, so well, except for Domino and Caesar's over there somewhere. So let's get started with the card of the day. And we got Bob Job on the case. The card for today, this is our message from Universe to us for today. It is the magic of nature. Making sure that we're aware of everything that's going on is part of natural the natural course of everything. Okay, even though we have the the elites doing their thing, it's not natural. Natural law be talking about that for the you're aware of the natural world around us. Okay, let's get on some of the questions from before. Threads Meta. Somebody was asking that question about Threads Meta. It was, I believe, on the Discord channel. So let's have a look at that. And some good questions coming up on the chat here. I can't see everything that you're doing. I'm on another screen, but we're going to get to that very, very soon. Okay. So, Threads, Meta, which is, of course, Facebook's answer to winning out over the Twitter, and it's going to be failing. I'm going to tell you right out, I might get on it just because it's there, but I'd have to choose if it was worth my while and all that sort of thing. Zuckerberg is really grasping at straws and trying to keep his business operational and relevant to the world, where Twitter is just doing what Twitter does, and it's changed to free speech to a point, and it's had a huge increase of people coming onto the platform because of certain old newscasters now doing things on it, making it more and more relevant, and people are flocking to Twitter. So Threads Meta from Meta came out as a solution to the Twitter situation. How well will it do? Now, the health of the particular situation is we got that letting go card. Okay, letting go of old situations. I think in Facebook and all the other legacy social medias that have been out there for quite some time, I think they're going to have to let go of the censorship, and that's going to be happening very, very soon. As we finding out, it's a funny thing with that C-18 bill here in Canada. I think it's Meta, Google, and YouTube, and all of those aren't playing ball with the Canadian government. So that's an interesting thing to watch as we move along. Everybody was worried about that. But getting back into Threads, Meta, I do think they're going to be doing okay. I don't think they're going to have a lot of people. And as a competitive against Twitter, I don't think it's going to do all that well. Okay. They're trying everything and anything to stay relevant, keep their heads above water, because they're losing a lot of money and losing a lot of people on their each of their different platforms. Okay, I'm still on Facebook. I don't use it all that much. I do get the odd person asking a question from Facebook, my Facebook page. You can go to on psychicreadingsbyonder.com if you'd like to join that. But most of it is spam that I receive, and I'm picking up that that's probably what's going to be Threads as well. Okay, it's going to be more of a left leaning echo chamber that's not really going to be going anywhere. Okay. For the financial part, following your dreams is not so bad. I do think they're going to be making a little bit more money than they had expected, but it's not going to be the big winner over top of Twitter. Okay. But they'll have some success, and it's going to be connecting to all the other social medias in a good fashion. Okay. Overall, I think it's going to be okay overall financially for Zuckerberg and the bunch, but it's not going to be the big hit that they were expecting because not too many people are talking about it. It's not everywhere quite yet. Okay. Other things that I'm seeing for this is it's probably going to have a lifespan about 4 or 5 years, and then it's going to be kind of disappearing as they try to figure out what's the next step for the Meta business overall. So, am I worried if it's going to be taking over Twitter? No, I might get on it just because it's there. It's another outlet, but overall, I think it's going to do okay. Okay, you're not going to have all your friends get on the Threads. It's amazing. We're not going to have any of that. I think it's going to be like the Google Plus thing, which came up and died and all that sort of thing. It'll probably take about 4 or 5 years for it to really, the lifespan of it will be in that period of time. Okay, let's get into the next thing. Everybody was, well, not everybody, but a few people on the Discord channel. If you're not in there, we're going to be putting up a thread of that in the next little while. I'll get that ready while I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to be working on the Discord today. Just getting a whole bunch of new things working out for the Discord channel. That's already to go when we actually get to that. The green hoodie guy, if you haven't seen the clips, a lot of clips on the TikTok, and I did see some on Twitter. It's about this lady freaking out on a plane, basically, saying the person that was next to them was a lizard person. And the first thing that I thought of was, why is this lizard person? The lizard people are supposed to be the ones running everything behind the scenes and doing all the things. Why is he on a regular transport? Why isn't he on his personal jet? That was my first thought. And there was another incident previous to this one with the lady freaking out. I want to get off the plane. This is something that's been discussed by Cliff High, actually, about a year ago, since everybody was getting the you-know-whats, that people are going to start to hallucinate and go a little cuckoo. And we're starting to see a lot of that start to happen. Okay? So the first, of course, I was watching other videos that was part of it, and the green hooded guy and the lady freaking out videos were two separate incidents. Okay. The green hoodie guy video was about from 2016, I believe. Okay. So, and the lady freaking out was a more recent video, and somebody had just put them together. Something that with my limited technology on my Mac computer, I could actually do, paste things together and all that sort of thing. Wonderful video um, publishing and all that sort of thing that I can do on my Mac. So, uh, that to start off with, it's two separate incidents: the green hoodie guy film and the lady freaking out. Many of the people that were apparently on the plane were saying that she was drunk and all that sort of thing. But I was picking up that she was actually having a nervous breakdown. And this is something that was discussed by Cliff High not that long ago, from the cookies. People are going to go a little nuts. Okay. They're going to have hallucinations, delusions, and start freaking out as a result of that sort of thing. Let's have a look at more of the lady in question. Freaking out. Yeah, she's had a mental breakdown, and it is to do with the what, something that's not discussed all that much anymore, but we're seeing the after effects of the situation that was from that. Okay. And it was a couple people that were talking about that early on when we were in full swing and full lockdown, that this would start to happen to many people. This is not the first incident. There was a gentleman on a plane about a couple months ago. That same thing. They actually had to tackle him to the ground. Okay, within the plane, because he was trying to open the plane while the plane was in the sky. So they had to tackle him to the ground and calm him down and all that sort of thing. So it's not the first incident. Okay. So we're going to start to see more and more of these incidents happen as we move along because of the people that got the stuff in the arm. Okay. And people like Cliff High and many of the other people that keep a close eye on these things had previously said this. So that's my thoughts on the green hoodie guy. Go out and you can Google it and it'll come up, and it's some guy, trying to hide behind his green hoodie pulled up and all that sort of thing. So they're unrelated videos that were spliced together. Okay. So we're going to start to see more and more people freaking out. You may be at the coffee shop drinking your coffee, and somebody will from another table jump up and start freaking out and all that sort of thing. We're going to start to see more of this. Okay. So be prepared. Keep a watchful eye. They're not bad people. They just made a wrong choice, unfortunately. And we'll try to take care of them as we move along. And plus, the pressures of everything going on right now can make people have mental breakdowns. Okay, emotional breakdowns, that sort of thing, because they get all caught up in that energy of everything that's going on. Okay. I'm not saying that there's no lizard people. Okay. But first, why is he on a regular plane? Okay. And why is she so scared of this person that's just sitting there? Apparently. So that's my thoughts basically on the green hoodie guy. So go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Lots of videos out there on the incident with many different points of view. And the one guy that said if you see the one video of a guy who's a couple seats back and all that sort of thing, where he was watching the green hoodie guy and the eyelid closed this way instead of this way. he actually made a video right after that, saying that he was joking. So take it as it is. It is something that's real. It's just not exactly what they're presenting to you. Okay, so hopefully that answers some questions, or questions on the incident of the green hoodie guy. Staying on target. So that's the title of today's show. Making sure that we're staying on target, especially in the cryptocurrency, with everything blowing up in around us. I got the title from remembering that part in the Star Wars film, the first one, Episode 4, A New Hope, where they're going for the Death Star, and they're flying along, and the commander, stay on target, stay on, and everything's blowing up around us. This is pretty much the situation that we're in right now. Okay. we're getting distracted. Oh, things are blowing up everywhere. Stay on target. Stay on target. Cryptocurrencies are going to be the thing. Okay. It's just not cryptocurrencies, but for this instance, it's focusing on the Bitcoin, the Litecoin, the Ethereum. No matter all the stuff blowing up around us, stay on target. Okay, I see a lot of people waffling. Okay, they got the Bitcoin, and then they sold the Bitcoin, and then they got the just buy the Bitcoin, sit on it, stay on target, because Bitcoin is going to be the thing that helps us out of this particular situation that we're going through. Also, staying on target with our natural selves, with all these stupidity things going on, stay true to yourself. Okay? Don't be swayed by the news that you have to think in a certain way and do this and do that. Stay true to yourself. Don't change yourself because the media tells you to. Okay? Always try to stay on target. Don't, if it's your cryptos or the gold or the silver, stay on target. Okay? Do not deviate. Even though everything is blowing up around you, okay, stay on the target. I've seen many people do all kinds of weird and crazy things because of the news. And the news is there to keep you off balance. We're going after this exchange and we're going after that exchange. The exchanges will be fine. Okay? We're just in a period of time that everything looks like it's falling apart, but it's not really. Okay? Perception. Keep your perception, keep your eye on the target, and stay on that target, and we're going to be just fine. Okay, so that's our message for today for everybody. If you'd like to see the green hoodie guy thing and you're not part of our Discord channel, I'll put the link up here for everybody. I got to switch to the chat, copy and the paste. And there you go. So if you're not already part of the Discord channel, and you can, I think that was Dark put it into the questions for Andre. Okay. So all those wonderful videos that's on there. Okay. So if you're not part of the Discord channel quite yet, make sure you grab that link and join up with a great bunch of people that are my viewers. Okay, so let's get into the chat. Okay, then, yes, I heard this morning. The Netherlands government is gone. The Tractor Party or something like that. And it's basically what's going to be happening around the world because of immigration. Okay, that they've actually done this situation to begin with. Okay, We got to get rid of all the farming land so we can build housing and all that sort of thing, because we have too many immigrants coming into our country. And that's basically how it began. Okay. And the farmers said no. So it's very interesting that we're going through this particular situation. I think this is going to be happening all around the world. And stopping with all the immigration and all that sort of thing. You have to, unfortunately, these people that are a portion of these people are trying to get away from a worse situation that they're in. Okay, so we're going to have to. The governments are going to have to, in turn, change their thinking and deal with the problem. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. I do see the homeless crisis in San Francisco. That's going to get worse and worse and worse for quite some time. And we'll get into that in the next little while as we're going down the questions for today. So let's throw some cards down with the Netherlands government, which is something that had been already observed, and I think I already made a comment on that a long time ago. The new system put in place is going to be doing very, very well. It's going to be based on kindness. Okay, that is the health of the new government being put into place, and I think that's going to be encouraging many of the other countries that are going through the same thing. There's a few to do the same. And I think we're going to start to see that change go worldwide. Okay. Stopping that nonsense from also the other reason they want to get rid of all the farming, because in the Netherlands, I didn't know this, they supply much of the food for the world, or a good portion of it anyways. So stopping that, and they're trying to starve us out. Okay. They're trying to kill us with vaccines, and they're trying to kill us by starving us. And we're stopping that. Okay. So everything that the WEF has been doing, the World Economic Forum, if you don't know, is falling apart. Okay. All their plans and their big plans to take over the world and dominate everybody and control everybody and blah, 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 is falling apart. And I do assume they're going to be having another emergency meeting with all the rich uppity ups to settle this particular situation. And it will fail so hard because they lack, what's the best way of saying it? They're clever, but they're not smart. Okay. They can't change with the change. Once the plan is in motion, they can't change anything on the fly for whatever reason. They try and it really backfires on them. And we saw this in the Netherlands. They didn't assume that the people in the Netherlands would react in a certain way. And they're going to be finding out that lesson. That's their lesson this time in their lives. On people are not going to put up with much going forward. So the new government's going to be just fine, based on kindness, doing the right thing. They're going to be making some pretty good gains for everybody, not just the farmers, but everybody involved. Okay. And they're going to be coming up with solutions for the immigrants that are coming in that do need a new place, and fixing much of the particular situation that they find themselves in. Okay. So that's going to be about 4 to 5 year process. Okay. You have to remember, we have to clean up all this garbage that the WEF has been doing forever. And it's not going to be happening overnight. Okay. So hang on, stay on target, and we're going to get through this together, and having the right people in place to get the job done. Okay. So Thank you for that insight, Bob. Diane M2 2015. I'd love a general 3-card reading, please. No problem. Give the old cards a good shuffle. Health-wise, you're going to be a little bit down in the next little while. I think in the next 3 months, you're going to be having some situation that doesn't feel right or sit well with you, and it's going to be affecting you health-wise. Okay, so pay attention to the things that you're eating and the different activities that you may be doing at starting up in the next little while. They may not be right for you, so pay attention, okay, to all the brand new things that you're introducing. It's great to have brand new things brought into your life, but make sure you have a close observation of each of those things. Sometimes when we do something brand new, it may not sit well with us, okay? Try it, and if it doesn't work, try something else. I do this sometimes. I try something and I keep trying it until I get smacked in the back of the head that it's not working out the way that I wanted. So be flexible in your changing of the things around you. Okay. Financially, I think you're going to be just fine. You're going to be making new monies, or new money is going to be coming to you from hard work that you've done in the past coming up very, very soon. And the people that are around you are going to be seeing this, and you're going to be able to help them in a big way from all the things that you have learned not that long ago. So, Diane, I think you're going to be doing fine. Just be thoughtful on some new things that you're introducing, either in the diet or physical activity, that sort of thing. Maybe going to be throwing you off a little bit. So be mindful of that. And I hope that helps you out. Okay. And we got Ann S. Hello, Ann. When will the homeless crisis in San Francisco be fixed? That's going to be a long time. Okay. With the people that we have in charge right now, it's not going to happen because they don't care. You have to remember, the current governments that are in power right now do not care about you. And that's worldwide. Okay. There's a few exceptions around the world where they actually do care, but that's far and few in between. Okay. So, San Francisco. This situation probably 4 to 5 years period of time. As soon as we get rid of the old situation that they're governed by, and getting new government in there that actually will do the right thing. This is the moment of time that I've seen and said on this YouTube channel that things are changing and going more to the right. Okay. May not be the best of solutions, but it is a solution that's going to be coming in. It's going to be coming in about 5 years to get rid of the old system, start to do the repairs. So I do see it in about 5 to 6 years time. Okay. Other organizations may come into play, and I'm hoping that'll happen. I used to be with the Salvation Army. They do a lot of good work, and other organizations. It's going to be a huge team effort. And if you're in that area, you may be able to get on one of these teams and help that situation out. Okay. We have to get out of hoping that somebody else changes the world for us. We have to be proactive power of action, power of attraction. If you're able to help out that particular situation, because it's a team effort. Okay, how we're going to get through this crisis and all the other crises that the World Economic Forum has created, we're going to have to team up with one another and stop fighting with one another. And in that period of time, in the next 4 to 5 years, as we start to do the Great Awakening, okay, we're going to have to work as a team to get much of this stuff fixed. Okay, don't rely on government. If you're waiting for government to fix anything, you're going to be waiting a long time. And this is like in the Netherlands, they took matters in their own hands to fix that particular situation. And they worked as a team. And this is what I'm suggesting to everyone out there. You don't have to be the big leader. You can be part of the team that helps out these particular situations. And I do see this as a thing moving forward. Stop waiting for the great person to come along to right all the wrongs. Stop waiting for the aliens to come to fix the situation, because they're not coming. Okay? What they're waiting for is that we can fix our own crap with us doing the work. Then they'll come. Okay? People think that the aliens are going to come and save us. No. They're watching. Okay? And they're seeing if we can work as a team to fix things. Then they'll come talk to us. Okay? So 5, 6 years till we get our shit together. Okay? Thank you for that question. Bob Chubb. Hi, VCH and XEC going well. Why? Still a Bitcoin. Well, that's one of the Bitcoin Cash is one of the ones that I said will do okay. It's not going to be as great as Bitcoin. We're still doing great things with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to be a good portion of the future. BlackRock CEO, yeah. I think his name is Finch or something like that. Has made some very bold claims as of late, where Bitcoin is the gold of digital currency. And I am still saying with many others that Bitcoin is going to be exploding in price in the next little while. And basically that's when all the commercials are going to be the dancing girls and the singing monkeys and all that sort of thing. They have to change the people's minds from Bitcoin bad into something Bitcoin people should be getting into, and you should be getting into Bitcoin if you haven't already. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. Me and the wife have Bitcoin Cash as well. It's all part of the bigger plan. And I did post something not that long ago on the Discord on how the new system is going to be working. Okay, so still going forward with Bitcoin. This is the other thing I have to point out. Stop trying to pick one over all the others. Okay, there's no one big winner in cryptocurrencies. There's going to be a whole basket of them. Okay, the good ones. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, maybe even XRP, that are going to be bringing everything forward. There's not going to be one crypto to rule them all. Okay, it's a basket of them. If it was just Bitcoin, I would have just gotten Bitcoin. But me and the wife have several cryptocurrencies that we believe will do fine for the future. Okay, so Bitcoin's still going forward as we've seen, and same with Bitcoin Cash and all that sort of thing. And I think even Woo Woo Dude on Beyond Mystic, I think is the channel. Great channel. Go check it out. was saying the same thing. There's some big things going to be happening with Bitcoin Cash, and he had said that a year or two ago. Okay, same with his silver prediction of $50,000 for a stack of silver coins. Me and the wife will be happy when that happens because we got a few. So yeah, still going forward with the Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, and just don't pick one. No one crypto will rule over them all. Okay? And S, the future of Florida when it comes to climate and safety. How long will it stay conservative? Well, much of the climate stuff is a bunch of baloney. Okay? I'll just put it out there. How long will it stay conservative? Probably for quite some time. I'm hoping that it stays that way with some pretty good leadership, even though DeSantis isn't doing all the smartest things for his own state. He's been doing some really good things and has done some really good things in the past, especially during COVID lockdowns and all that. Right now, he's acting a little bit of an idiot. But overall, I think he's going to be just fine. We don't want to go to the left. Heaven forbid. We want to stay to the right or center. Too much left will always lead to communism. Okay. Too much right also leads to communism. I'm of the mindset that we shouldn't have government at all because most of the time they don't do anything and they're not good for us. But climate, it's not a big worry of mine. Most of the things you see on the television commercials and all that is a bunch of hooey. I'm still waiting for that ozone layer hole to burn us to a crisp. Still waiting. And the polar ice caps melting into nothing. Still waiting. Everything's going to turn into a desert by 2020. Nope, hasn't happened yet. So all these climate change stuff, it's only there to put fear into and to have you change your actions on a daily basis. I'm not saying we should not try to move forward with cleaning up our stuff, but it's not as bad as they keep telling us. Okay? So keep that in mind as you're watching the news and all that. Take it with a grain of salt. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Bob Job, I see a Canadian official interviewed in front of groceries. Why did they remove the prices of groceries too high? Yes, that's our finance minister. She was doing all that kind of wonderful stuff because of our carbon tax. Again, the climate shenanigans that is supposed to be a money-making thing for the Canadian government. And now that with all the climate change and all the race and tax, we get taxed like crazy here in Canada. It makes most Americans go, ugh. And this is to offset all the costs of groceries. So I think in the next little while, they're going to give us some rebate check. So unexpected money coming to us. I guess we can buy some more crypto or some gold and some silver. The lady's name is Freeland, I believe. A real piece of work. Wonderful. She's the second in charge in Canada, if you didn't know. Yeah, that's what she was up to. Before the interview, get rid of all the prices. Everything is fine. So it goes back to, I think it was Anne. If you're waiting for government to fix things, you're going to be waiting a long time. We, the people, have to take charge of things. and be proactive and not, I shouldn't say, be so complacent. That's a nice word on everything that's going on around us. Start to take actions. Doesn't have to be big ones, but you can work together as a team. Okay. And we will get through this. So, yes, Freeland was doing all kinds of weird things the other day. Thank you for that, Bob. You were right again. That's a first. My dad has a new care home. You said it would be July. Awesome. Thank you for the confirmation. I throw things out there, and it's nice to hear on the human side. Hopefully, Daisy changes a human. that I got something right for once. Yeah, that's great. And I think that situation is going to go much, much better for him and his situation. I have this compulsion to throw some cards down for that. See what else will happen for your dad. He's going to be much happier. I think he's going to be meeting up with some new people there that have like interests. Okay. And I think he's going to be more cognitive, okay, on his stay there and actually be moving around and all that sort of thing, doing stuff, which is good. Always stay in motion, okay? And I think he's going to be doing a lot more of that, and he's going to be feeling much, much better than he had previously. And he's going to have a lot more quiet time to himself, something that he needed. I think in the last place he was always being bothered by something. I think in this place, he's going to have some more time for reflection, okay? And not to be bothered by every nurse in the place. And I think he's going to be doing very, very well there. Okay? So awesome stuff. Will Florida suffer a lot of flooding in the next few years? We've been hearing about that for, I don't know, I remember that in the 80s. Florida's going to go underwater, and they're all going to be swimming because the water is rising because the icebergs are melting, and there's polar bears, and they're on a little piece of ice. Blah, blah. Oh, jeez. I think Bob's been around as long as I have. We've seen it all. Okay. All the lies that they've been telling us for years. I don't think Florida's in danger of getting flooded out. Okay. They keep saying it. But we'll throw some cards just in case something is up. Don't use that hairspray. It's going to put a hole in the ozone layer. Remember that? And they changed all the hairspray. Things that we do have to go through. Cards are revealing that no, there is no situation that where Florida is going to go underwater and all that sort of thing. It's just more climate boogeyman stuff from the news media and those activists that are working for the government to keep you in fear. I don't see anything like that happening anytime soon. Maybe a couple storms, which can be very devastating, but nothing along the lines of big flooding and Florida going underwater and all that nonsense. Maybe for short periods of time because of some natural disaster. But completely being underwater, no. Okay. They'll get through it if it does happen. Okay. Oh, people are talking. They're being social. Okay. Well, Bob Job, my wife would like to know when we will get a load of replacement windows. Currently rotten wood. Cards, please. Hmm. Lots of stuff going on with Bob. Cars, 2 cars, I think we've been talking about. Now the windows. That's okay. I think you have the means to do some parts of the work yourself. I do see it in the next 4 to 5 years. If you do nothing, if you do start to take action and put it on the dream board, I think it's going to be in about a year or two when you're going to start to work upon that situation and maybe look around. I'm getting that somebody saying in my ear, look around. Maybe somebody will need something and they have some windows for you. Okay. This is when we're going to have to pull together as teams, communicate with one another, do commerce with each other. Like I said previously, don't rely on government for anything. Start to do things on your own. Okay. Not thinking that there's somebody around you that has the means and you have something that they want and you can do a trade in that particular situation. So ask around. Okay. I've gotten many things that way just by asking questions of people and the wife, especially. She finds all kinds of stuff. My mom is like that too. She just, so and so needs this. And then somebody pipes, oh, we got some of those. You want them? We'll give them to you. And thus, you become the middle person. You can become a middle person too. Okay. And it can be lucrative as well. So that could be a new job for Bob. Be the middle guy. I know a guy that does this. If you need that, you give me a little bit of money on the side. There you go. Kind of like business. Okay. So I think in the next 2 years, within the next 2 years, you're going to be resolving that situation through your own efforts. Okay. Thank you for that. Truther is saying infrared thermometers aimed at the middle of our forehead is bad because of the third eye. Is this more scaremongering? Yeah, it can be harmful. I would, put some cards in or something in front of your third eye. Overall, it would make it actually stronger. Okay, the more we utilize our psychic abilities, the more strong that they become. Doesn't have to happen in ideal environment, everything being perfect. It's like people trying to meditate and they need everything quiet. And once you get the meditation cycle, you can do it in the middle of a busy street. Make sure it's not in traffic, but that noise with cars and people, you should start to be. Once you start to do that in a less ideal situation, your abilities become stronger and stronger because it has more to push against. Okay. I remember me and the wife were doing readings at a birthday party. And there's a rock band right next to us. Twin Metallica. And then I'm at the table. Nothing that a reader would want. Okay. Loud rock band. It's outside. It's getting dark, and we're trying to do readings for the guests. It's twice this has happened, and we're getting through it. It's once you get into that state of mind, you can do the work, right? And with all these things around you, okay, it only makes you stronger. So the middle of the forehead. Okay, try to avoid it if you can, but it'll just make you stronger. Okay, because you have more to push against. Okay, and hopefully there's not a rock band playing while you're trying to do tarot card readings at a party. We did that at a Christmas party too. We were hired. It was like 400 people, all moving around, all that sort of thing, and you're trying to stay focused with all this commotion going on, and you're at the table with the person doing the reading. And if you can do that, you got to do pretty good in life. So the more pressure and the more resistance you have, the stronger your abilities become. Okay, and this is why you have to get cleared, centered, and using the white light around you to protect you while you're doing the work. You're going to be much, much better. Okay. That video is fake. That guy with the hoodie. Yep. Ooh, we're running low on time. Hey, Andre, do you see Binance crashing in the future? I don't see it. Manager leaving like some did before the FTX fall. Something seems fishy. Crypto nosedive. Crypto will be fine. This is something you have to explain. FTX and cryptos are two separate entities. If one goes down, doesn't mean cryptos have to go down. You have to teach the people this. And what do I always say? Never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Why? This is why. You got FTXs. You have Binance's doing all kinds of things. You have Kraken doing all kinds of things. You got the SEC doing things. You got hackers. You got all this stuff going on, and you think your cryptos are safe on the exchange? Really? This is why I keep saying never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Get in, get out. Put it on your Trezor wallet or your Ledger Nano if you are inclined, and keep it on there safe. I mean, though, I never ever leave cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Okay? Because stuff like this happens all the time. Even if it doesn't happen, and I don't think it's going to, it'll spook the herd, and everybody, oh, I gotta sell my cryptos. No, you take your cryptos off the exchange and you put it on your Trezor or some other wallet. And wallets are under attack right now too. There's some. So Trezor, okay. So crypto will fall a little bit because people get spooked. But it's not because Binance and cryptos are the same thing. Okay? They're separate entities. And it will go through and we'll be fine. We'll get to the other side. Well, some people lose some money. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it ever happened, and people don't learn the lesson, get your cryptocurrencies off the exchanges. Period. I don't want to hear no more stories of people losing everything. Thank you for that. Okay. Now we got Jerome. Hello, Jerome. Thank you. What are the price targets for BTC end of 2023, mid to late 2024? Probably 250,000 Canadian, whatever that is in American. And there's a whole lot of things going to be happening. I think by Christmas time, as we get closer to the April, which is the halvening, okay, things always go up quite high. So if you haven't gotten your Bitcoin and put it on your Trezor, not on the Binance, you'll be very, very happy. Okay? How much time we got? We got time. How will the system work if our power grid fails? 3 cards. Systems or if the power, it's another one of these. Oh, the power is gonna no. Might go out for a short period of time, and it has done that here where I live in Transcona. It goes off for a few minutes, and then you got to go back and fix all your clocks, but it won't be for very long. Everybody's already on a nice edge. Okay. And they're not happy with governments at the moment, right? If they did something like that with the power grid, you'd be seeing some rope being hauled off and being people knocking on certain doors. This, if it's cryptocurrency continue to work even if the power goes off, because it's global. Okay, so if all the power around the world went out, we have a satellite in space that's doing it as well. So doing the calculations and all that. It has the full thing of the blockchain. So we'd have to get the power back on, and then we can access the blockchain at that period of time. They would quickly get it back online because people will do things that people normally do. So hopefully that answers your question. Lose your fear. Stand up. That's right. It's a weird way of phrasing something, but I'll bite. What should I ask? Which question would you say is important for me, and what is the answer? Be more self-reliant. That's our message for today, and stay on target. Don't let all these silly distractions from the government and the news agencies get you off your game. Stay on target. Do the things that you're supposed to do. Be real. Okay. And try to live life. Okay. And work together as a team. Okay. Be that middleman or person. Helping everybody out in your community, because we're going to need a lot more of that coming up as more and more governments fail. Okay. More and more institutions start to fail. It's the time when this is part of the Great Awakening, and this is what the aliens are looking for. Can they work together and stop waiting for somebody to come save them from themselves? We are the solution ourselves. One more question. Thousand Cuts. I'm still picking up Binance will be just fine. They have enough stuff going on around the planet. This is for the Binance, that they have enough stuff going on around the planet that they're going to be just fine. And, there's these things called VPNs and stuff, right? Always go around stupid, my grandfather always said. Okay. So we're at the hour. And I have to get out of here. It's a different show without my wife here. I gotta do all kinds of weird and wonderful things. I'm gonna put the Discord channel link up again in case you missed it, so you can be part of that community. Back to the chat. Paste. Send. Good. Okay. Thank you for everybody for coming out. We're going to have the horoscope readings at 11:15, which is a little bit of time. Give everybody a pee break time. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to psychicreadingsbyandre.com. All that information is there. If you would like to have a personal healing with my wife, the Reiki Master, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyandre.com. She has her own little page on there. And if you'd like to participate in any of our affiliate programs, also on psychicreadingsbyandre.com. Know that if you should happen to purchase something from those, know that we make a little bit of money from those purchases. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.